Hi, welcome to our holiday edition of Classic or Crapstick. Jesus' birthday for all you non-believers out there who don't. For the classic Christmas movie, Die Hard. Bam! A little bit of an obvious choice because I feel like I didn't want It's a Wonderful Life. I didn't want that stupid Red Ryder BB gun.
That movie's delightful.
Yeah. But anyway,
all great.
This one I think we can agree on. Classic movie.
It's awesome.
Takes place at Christmas. It meets literally the only criteria.
That's a good point.
We both know this movie pretty well, but if we pick it, we're gonna enjoy watching it. So.
Shit, yeah.
There we go.
Something we won't enjoy watching if we pick is Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Oh.
It tells the story of the depressed children of Mars who can only be brought out of their funk through the jolly cheer of Old Saint Nick. So the Martian leaders travel to Earth and kidnap two local kids at Kris Kringle's. Brought back to the Red Planet, they are forcibly installed in a factory to make toys. But you can't manufacture happiness, with Santa having to teach his alien overseers the true meaning of Christmas, which is not child labor, it's elf labor.
To put this in a different case.
Oh shit, you're right.
I can't pick it on purpose.
Yeah, good call.
But through the magic of editing, you don't have to watch that. Or maybe we'll leave it in. Ah, shit! We just watched Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
Yep.
Misleading title. The art on the front makes it look like it's like a Martian invasion movie. What actually happens is the Martians need to get their children happy, and so they decide to steal Santa from Earth, and Santa just is fine with it.
Gee, Santa, it's all our fault. We told them where to find you.
Oh, balderdash and a fiddle-dee-dee, Billy boy. Everybody knows where Santa lives. Besides, I've always wanted to visit Mars.
And they also steal two kids so that nobody knows that it's the Martians that took Santa. And
I like that you're plowing through this movie description. We're 30 minutes in already.
They kidnap. What else happened? They kidnap these kids because they ask the kids where Santa is.
Yep.
The kids tell them quite nicely, and then they're like, "Well, we can't let you go because everybody will find out that it was us." And then they get into space, and literally they cut. The next thing they cut to is newspaper going do-do-do-do-do-do.
No, it doesn't.
Martians kidnap Santa.
No, that's what a normal movie does. Is do-do-do-do-do. This was a.
And Mrs. Santa Claus has positively identified the kidnappers as Martians.
The whole reason they took the kids was so that nobody find out they stole Santa. Yeah. And then the whole world knows anyway.
Well, the movie opens with a newscaster at Santa's workshop being like, "Hey, wowie gee whiz!
This is Andy Henderson at the North Pole. Woo, it's cold up here."
Santa kind of goes along with it. The kids are with him. They get to Mars. There's a defector from the Martians.
Voltor.
And he's the only flavor in this movie. He wants to kill the kids. Yeah. He says it on several occasions. He tells a robot to crush them to death.
Now destroy them. Crush them. Crush them, Tog. Do as I say.
He's a blunt character. He's like that villain in all of those alien movies that only cares about the survival of their own race and destroying everything. He's that, only he's wearing a scuba mask and slightly green face paint and tighty whities, and
he's got a big old 60s porn stash.
He sure does. Boy, he's rocking that Ron Jeremy like a son of a bitch.
Maybe sooner than that.
Okay, okay, so this is like famously one of the worst movies ever made. And then that's how I knew about it, is that when people talk about bad movies, they talk about like Plan 9 from Outer Space, fucking The Room, Birdemic, La La Land, and Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
I'd watch this again before I watched La La.
What? What?
Its badness, a lot of it, I found charming. Like the sets and costumes and the really retarded story. All of that I thought was cute. The problem with it was that it was bad because it was boring. And that I didn't expect. Like a lot of bad movies like those, like Plan 9 and The Room and Birdemic.
No.
They're entertaining the whole way through and funny the whole way through. This was pretty dull for a lot of it.
It was dull, but you're giving it too much credit. It also was a piece of shit movie because nobody cared at all. I don't agree with that. I think I don't think anyone would put this. Were you watching the same movie? Did you see the paper mache helmets?
Yes!
That they got the kindergarten kids to put together?
Absolutely!
Daddy was making a movie on the weekends.
That's what I picture.
Didn't even fully paint some of the sets. They had a whole rusty hinged box was their radar fucking thing.
The radar box.
What are you talking about? People cared about this movie.
Okay.
Nobody cared.
Here's my theory, and I don't know. This is one of those situations where a guy suddenly was like, I can make a movie. And he probably bet his family farm on these shitty sets and shitty costumes and shitty actors and busted his ass for one
person cared.
That's what I think. I think it was like one guy was like, I really want to make a next great Christmas sci-fi B movie, and just failed miserably.
You're going to relax permanently.
You were even saying
Presumably, that guy was the director. That guy who got behind the movie, in your theory, whose dream it was to make this movie.
The producer is a famous producer.
Would have fucking insisted on other takes in parts of this movie if he gave two shits about anything.
Not if he only
would have choreographed a fight scene where the people even moved.
Through with you, Bulldog. You wish you were floating around out there in space.
Maybe he started out caring, but I think 2 days into building these space props with his family money, he got tired and bored.
Well,
and then his wife was ragging on him.
Yeah.
This is my theory. And she was like, you better finish that movie or I'm gonna leave you. And so he had to. And so he got his grandpa to play Santa Claus, and he stole 2 kids from the local orphanage to play the kids, and here I am, 40 years later,
pissed as hell.
Pissed as hell. I don't know your point, though.
Bad movie scales.
You love this movie? Is this your point?
No, I'm saying...
Do you want to have this movie in your collection forever?
I'm saying this was awful, and I will probably watch it again.
I feel like we're agreeing, but you're not used to it. And so you're just disagreeing with me just because
you're saying this is bad without any redeemable features. And you hated it. I'm saying this is bad.
What was the redeemable feature in it?
I found it kitschy and cute. I thought the costumes and the sets and this ridiculous story I thought were better than I expected. And even like just in terms of how it was put together, I expected like boom mics dropping down in the shots. I expected like Manos the Hands of Fate type shit. This wasn't anywhere near Manos or Plan 9 or anything like that, and it's lumped in the same category all the time. You know?
I find you shocking.
That's shocking.
I guess my thing is a bad movie is just a bad movie. I don't give a shit if they're all lumped together. What the fuck do I care if it's a little bit cuter than a movie that's really fucking terrible? They're both really terrible. Why am I wasting my time splitting hairs over garbage? What is this? What are we doing?
So does Santa Claus Conquers the Martian deserve the status of a crapstick for you? I already know the answer, yes. And yeah, but not as big a crapstick as you'd expect. Merry Christmas.
And a Happy New Year.
Mazel tov.
I swear more than you. What? There.
That's a true
There.
Christmas miracle.
Slightly.
Someone swore more than me in a video.